Welcome to Indie Music Live. This is episode 64 with featured artist Sydney Ranee, with music from Daniel Rylander and Nexgod. We're triple streaming to Periscope, YouTube, and Facebook Live, so please share this out. And now, welcome your hosts, Mr. David Werba and JoeJoeKeys. Episode 64, Indie Music Live. If you haven't catched the JoeJoeKeys highlights of 2016, go ahead and go over to the YouTube channel after you're done watching this. If you're not watching this on YouTube already, Dave's highlights are coming. I'm working very hard on them. I'm molding them. I'm putting them kind of,
They're very powerful.
How are you, Dave? You worked on a new jingle tonight, I hear.
Well, yeah. I don't know. We'll see if it plays tonight. You never know. But yeah, last week, Joe, I was feeling a little lugubrious. And this week, I'm feeling virile and I'm feeling ebullient. So I'm very excited. And you know what? Something else I wanted to mention. My friends on Facebook have probably seen this, but I got one of those Facebook memories that popped up from like 4 years ago. And it was about...
Isn't that special?
Isn't it, man? I got cut out of my yearbook photo in high school for my golf picture. And I was all-state first team.
I did see that.
Yeah, do you see? I was first team all-state. And my art school, like my art class nemesis, she cut me out of the picture because I was showing too much chest, And I'm just like, man, it feels good to actually like tell the truth to people on Facebook and to see like what actually happened, like to see the picture I was spliced out of it. And then I actually had the original picture. So it feels good, man. I gotta just getting it off my chest, man.
Sounds like you've had a rough life, man. Sounds like you've had
it was a struggle back then, but it's all out. The truth is out now, and I feel great. So
let's get the show moving because I really want to hear that jingle. I really want to hear the jingle. Let's welcome a couple people, though. Gail Gullalala. Say happy birthday to Fletch Towel, everybody. It was his birthday.
Oh, Fletch Towel.
Mr. Michael Perry's Your Majesty is here, and he's got a new song out called Tanner Street that we're helping him promote all over the interwebs. And then Stacy Lynn, one of our brand new salespeople, is also in the house tonight. So she's helping us promote our services and products all over wherever she is. I think she's in New York somewhere close to me. And then there was something else I was going to say. I can't remember what it was. Let's go ahead and listen to a tune. So let's start out with Nexgod and his tune, The Universe, on Indie Music Live, episode 64. Share this out while we're listening, if you don't mind.
Please.
'Cause I am the universe. You might shoot me down, but what you get back is worse. Oh,
should this be about pain? Let me ask Sean Bell, let me ask Freddie Gray, let me call my girl Sandra, I wonder what she would say. She'd probably be like, Next, did I really die in vain? Shit is so insane, please tell me something changed. Please tell me niggas stood up when they put me in the grave. That I told about Micah, Dallas, and Baton Rouge. Orlando went for Lando, light a candle for every lost soul that never made the news. For the child with no father to send him off to school. To the DJ, keep on spinning my record so they can two-step, maybe learn them a lesson. To the pretty girl, Hasidity girl with the twist out. Don't forget to smile, have fun, don't miss out. On the sun, to spike the rain. In spite of the rain, on the top we remain.
I can't be destroyed, 'cause I am the universe. You might shoot me down, but what you'll get back is worse.
R.I.P. to the fallen soldiers. Let's get it. Look, how can my black life matter when the blood gets splattered right in front of your whippersnapper as your lady chatters. And it's all live, so they can't even conjure them lies. And that spark rise and violence, but you acting surprised. Snapping from the roof, cause you ain't facing the truth. When all your policies acknowledge these actions to shoot. It's all cool until the cop get clipped, and now you're manhunting. You won't call them crackers terrorists, so the plan stunting. You stole land and gave some of it back. Invaded with a pipeline and think they ain't gonna react. You got some nerve, and you won't even lock up these perms, but give out life sentences for conspiracies.
Nexgod with his song The Universe. Got a lot of comments going on with that one, all over the place. So Fletch Tile Complex makes borders on chaotic, but Groove pulls back in. Carlos Sandifer, Nodat says he's Nodat, right?
Yeah, he's Nodat.
Yeah, okay. Because there's another Carlos that I'm trying to Carlos Caesar. That's what I was thinking of. Carlos Sandifer says hot song. Stacy Lynn solid. Dave, what do you think?
This is gonna knock him on his ass. And here's the statement. It's like, you know what I heard in the background? I heard some Cocteau Twins. And I'm just going to take a wild guess. And it's like that probably never crossed his mind. So I would encourage him to go listen to Cocteau Twins, because that was the light, airy flavor I heard with the background vocals that he may have been going for. And I'm interested in flying him out to Bermuda and having a private meeting with him on the beach to discuss it. So next guy, if you want to just hit me up on Twitter, let's talk about this. But yeah, Cocteau Twins out of nowhere. But in terms of his raps, yeah, it is weird. But his rap style, I was feeling some Jay-Z there. I really like the song overall, by the way. In terms of this, like, you know, mixtape rap, hip hop scene, like I really judge it on energy, just how it makes me feel, you know, because it's not my background, and I've increasingly been getting more into it over time. But songs like this, I was just feeling it. You know, I look in terms of the energy of the vocals, how it makes me feel. Like, does it move me? And, you know, just the basics, how I look at all music. But yeah, the only issue I would have with this one is like those background vocals, they were kind of choppy. I don't know if that was what he was going for. I don't see why that would be what he was going for. It's just kind of like, I don't know. It was like not matched up in the best way. They were just kind of like, I don't know, overlapping in a weird way to me. But overall, great tune. I would just clean a few things up. What do you think, Joe?
Well, I picked it for the show, so of course there's
some. You always say that, man. Exactly. Say something else.
The problem is that I haven't had a fresh listen to it in a while. I listened to it a little bit tonight, the sample that we played, and yeah, it's a good tune. I don't really have anything bad to say. If I heard the Jay-Z influence, I did not pick up on the Cocteau influence, but you've said them a couple of times lately, so I think you're just into them or something.
Cocteau Twins, yeah. You know, it's obscure yet powerful.
All right, so let's go ahead and let's bring in our featured artist of the week. This lady is fresh off the boat, the cruise boat, that is. She's a cruise ship worker, which we just found out, which is pretty cool, and what's the word I'm looking for? Exotic, I guess, is what I'm looking for.
Ooh.
So Sydney Ranee, welcome to the Indie Music Live broadcast. Right now, I believe you're in the LA area, correct?
Yes, I am.
All right, cool. So somehow you submitted your music, you got in with us. I really like your music. We were talking earlier about how 17 is both of our favorite song, you and me, that is. You have a new song out that we're going to be listening to called Bloom, and then we'll come back and we'll get deeper with Dave. So Sydney, I'm sure we're going to talk about the cruise ship stuff with Dave, because that's just fascinating that people can actually go do that, be away from home for 6 months at a time, living on a boat. So we talked about, I almost did it, but I didn't. So let's intro yourself. Tell everybody a little bit about who you are, what you're doing, and the song Bloom. We'll listen to Bloom, and then we'll come back and get deeper with Dave.
All right. Well, as you said, I'm Sydney Ranee, born and raised in Los Angeles. I'm just obsessed with music. I love creating music, and that's another reason why I went to work on the cruise ship, because I get to sing and perform every night. So it's a good job for me. The song Bloom, I wrote it last December, and it's basically trying to raise awareness towards women that are victims of abuse. So I went to write the song and to put it out there and to dedicate it to all the ladies out there, because I know some of my friends have experienced it as well. So I know so many people that have been in that situation. So myself and my boyfriend, who's on guitar on the track, we decided to release this song.
Cool. So let's go ahead and listen to Bloom by Sydney Ranee. It's a little bit more mellow than 17, but we're going to live with it. And it's still awesome. And her voice shines through amazingly. So Sydney Ranee with the song Bloom on Indie Music Live.
Every day I get beside myself. Every day spend all by myself. And all I wanted was something else from you. From you. And don't you see how it blows for you? Don't you see how it feels for you? Don't you wanna get lost in sweet surrender? Don't you see how it blows for you? Don't you see how it feels for you? Don't you wanna get lost in sweet surrender? In sweet surrender. I peeled the petals, drove them on the floor. They kissed the earth, but you're still yelling more. The green that hides in your eyes, telling lies, lies. The seeds that once were life now are blue. The sea that once was calm is now rough too. While I'm contemplating all the words to say to you, to say to you. And don't you see how it blows for you? Don't you see how it feels for you? Don't you wanna get lost in sweet surrender? Don't you see how it blows for you? Don't you see how it feels for you? Don't you wanna get lost in sweet?
Indie Music Live, episode 64. Miss Sydney Ranee with the song Bloom. You know, I'm Dave and everybody in the room, Sydney as well. Sydney, you don't know our business as quite as well, I think, as we do, but we've had some amazing, like, people think of indie music as like a genre, but it's to me, it's more of an attitude and it's not genre specific. So it's really cool and amazing to me, all of the female R&B artists that we've had on this show the past year. It's really, really cool to me. So let's go ahead and get deeper with Dave.
Yeah. Deeper with Dave. Deeper with Dave. Oh, yeah.
Sponsored by.
Let's wait for it. Someday.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't, it's funny. I didn't even hear it. I hope it's good. I hope the people enjoyed it. So, Sydney, ever since I heard your song, I've just been dying to ask you this question. Man, I really want to ask you this question. On a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate my mustache?
I'm going to give it a solid 9.5.
Oh, really? Oh my God. Are you serious? Please be honest. I want to know.
It's a pretty rad mustache.
Really? It works for you. Okay.
It works.
All right. Well, that makes me feel good. I mean, that changes my life in many ways. All right. When should we do the Mateo part? Let's put it on pause for a second. You know what I hear with your stuff? First of all, I was feeling it. I like what you're doing. You know what I hear? I hear this, like, it's like a tug of war between R&B and jazz.
Yes.
So I want to put this on you, like, man, tell me where you're at with the tug of war, because you're going back and forth. It's like you can dig deep into either one, but what I read in you is that you just don't want to be another R&B chick. You want to do something different. Talk to me.
Well, I get that a lot. In college, I studied jazz vocals, so I think that's where that background fits in. But I think today the modern R&B singers, quote unquote, which are like the popular ones, I don't really connect to that type of style. So I just figured I create my own kind of style, put a little flair, like certain artists that inspired me. Like I love Stevie Wonder, Shaka Khan, Prince,
Nice.
Donna Summer, Etta James. So I try to, in a way, incorporate all of them into my style of music as well as come off as original. So I think that's why I haven't really leaned towards the jazz or towards the R&B. Just kind of want to coast in the middle because I love both genres a lot, and I'm kind of torn between being a jazz artist or an R&B
No,
artist.
absolutely. I mean, there's another story here that I think is an influence, but yeah, like, you know, Billie Holiday, Alicia Keys were a couple others that I would mention, and even Diana Krall, you know, it's like
course.
I heard her in terms of the jazz influence right there, but all right, so this is an interesting story. So you are a cruise ship a cruise ship musician. Like you go on these tours where you'll go on like 4 or 5 month tours. Cruise ship. But that's unique. I mean, I have a couple friends that have done that like once or twice, but you're doing it right now. That's a big part of your life. But in that story, you've actually met like your boyfriend who plays guitar with you when you're together, and you write songs on your downtime when you do like these cruise ship tours, and you actually like plan it out where you do these tours together. I mean, that is amazing. Like, tell me about that experience.
Well, we met 2 years ago on a Holland America cruise that was cruising like French Polynesia and Hawaii. And I mean, we were in a party band together, and the way that the party bands work on the cruise ships is they randomly force people together from all around the world. No rehearsals, and they give you an iPad, and you're just expected to sight read and perform right on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of how I met him, and from the first day that he came on board, I just fell in love with them, and we decided to continue our relationship. So we bounce back between going on contracts, and we like to split up our vacations, like half time in Italy, half time in Los Angeles. So I just came back from Italy literally a week ago. I was there for 2 months, and we're getting ready to join our next ship on the 23rd in China. So I have 3 weeks without him. I miss him dearly, but I will see him for the next 5 months. So I'm
okay. So tell me this, so that like that, I guess that romance, that kind of like musical connection, tell the people listening like how that's an influence in terms of the music that you're creating. I mean, because you're like writing together, right?
Of course.
Okay.
And a lot of my songs I wrote about him. So I guess you can say he's my muse. No, it's nice because I play a little bit of piano. So when I do my tracks, I use Logic, and I kind of put them all together with like the drum beats, the bass, and the piano. And he really makes the songs come alive with the guitar. So yeah. I think it's just, I feel like we're a really, really good combination because he also helps me with, you know, understanding like music theory and different voicings and, you know,
it's
adding a different flair to it.
Soulmates in music and soulmates in life. I mean, we've seen that story. What was it, 2 weeks ago? Was Break Out the Crazy? Same story, Joe. I'm out, Joe. Come back, brother.
Yeah, if you ask my wife, she'll tell you that I got her through college music theory.
Nice.
She's the one that got the music degree. I quit to be a musician. So anyway, yeah, that's awesome. That's good stuff. So we have the musicians roundtable coming up right after this. So everybody keep hanging with us. We're going to After we close out this show, we're going to get, sort of do the stagehand thing. We're going to close the curtain and get everything reset up again, and then open the curtain again. And we're all going to be in different outfits.
Probably naked.
Probably naked. Me, at least. So, Sydney, thank you so much for spending the time. I know it takes a little bit of time to get things ready, and you got to call in early and hang out with us boring people and stuff. And,
no problem. You guys.
But thank you so much for being our featured artist. We're going to be helping promote your music for the next 6 months or so on the website. You'll be seeing it on Twitter and Facebook and all that stuff. So why don't you shout whoever out you want to shout out and let everybody know where they can find you online. And if you want to hang out for the round table coming up, you're more than welcome to.
Why, since we're talking about my boyfriend, I'll shout him out. Matteo Calvani. Hey, love you lots, miss you. And as far as finding me online, Instagram, Sid Ranee, SYDRANEE. Twitter, same, Sid Ranee. YouTube, Sid Ranee. Facebook, Sydney Ranee. And my website, sydneyranee.com.
Awesome. So once again, thank you so much. Everybody check out Sydney Ranee. If you're on a cruise ship and you happen to see her, let her know you
say
saw
hi.
her. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and move on, Rob. Let's see here. Daniel Rylander. We're going to listen to Daniel Rylander take a little bit of a left turn here genre-wise with his song Understanding.
To my share of one too many funerals, and I can't replace the ones you love. I fell for that chase and not for the one who I was chasing on. And you'll learn to hate what I'll become. And I could tell you anything you wanted to hear, oh, but the truth is all you myself down from the heights of the attic. I'm so high. I'm not a bad guy, I just got my bad habits. You could try to be understanding. And I told her that I loved her as we lay there kissing in the dark. I hate to be the one to bring up incandescent.
Welcome, my host, Mr. David Werba, the one nostril fog machine.
Thank you.
That was Daniel Rylander with Understanding. Rylander? I don't know. I can never pronounce names right. You really try hard, though. I try a little too hard, I think. Fletch Tao, happy birthday, man, says, wow, great voice. Yeah, who was it that you said a band sounded like somebody last week or the week before?
I think I've said that like over 50 times. I'm not sure, man. I'm feeling ebullient tonight, Joe. I don't know what to tell you.
What?
I don't know what to tell you, Joe. I'm feeling ebullient.
What?
Look it up, man. I know the people in the chat are just like going to Google. It's like, what the hell is ebullient?
Isn't that like something you put in your beef broth or something?
No, that's bouillon. It's like beef bouillon. Ebullient is like energetic and positive. But all right, so let's get to the critique on this guy. So this song, the way it started out, I thought it was just going to be like a mellow acoustic song, and I was surprised that it started to get pretty hard because he's got like a nice pleasant voice. I was thinking like Christian Tusk type of style.
There you go. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so it kicked in. I was feeling it. It's cool. It's, it's very nice. What's been popping up the past like 3-4 weeks is just like, I wish he just used a better microphone, man. I'm just starting to notice that stuff more because he's got a great voice, but it's just that separation, man. I feel so repetitive in saying that stuff, but like it was a nice song, but I'm just realizing more over time, like the difference in using like a really high quality microphone. And I think that would be a big difference in this sound. And if he was here, I would just tell him to just think about that more, because like he's got skills. His music is great. Like there's no issues with the instrumentation.
Yeah, the production was pretty solid.
Yeah, it was solid. So it's like that's the next step up, is just like better equipment. And so I just wanted to state that, I guess. It's like good job, and that's the next step for him, is like just better equipment.
Stacey sounded like he was kissing the mic.
I know, but like better equipment equates to better production in many ways, and that's not like rocket science or anything. That's you can say that about so much of the music that gets sent to us, but
well, that's why we're listening to it.
Yeah, like good job, man. It's different. It was one of those songs that I didn't get this rush of like influences, like, oh, he sounds like this and this guy. I wasn't getting that, and that's actually a good thing because he's unique. So yeah, awesome. Keep going. Hey, send us your new stuff, man.
Yeah, that's indiemusicplus.com/submit-music, I guess is how you would say it. Just go to indiemusicplus.com, click on the submit music tab. 4 different ways to submit. We have mixtapes, we have free submissions, we have you can pay to be a featured artist submission. That puts you right up to the front of the line, yada, yada, yada. Just go check it out. So Dave, any final words for this episode 64?
No, looking forward to the roundtable.
Yeah, roundtable coming up in about 15-20 minutes. Like I said, we're going to close the curtain and move all around. I'm going to put on my bra and my pink wig.
Finally.
And, we have Be Easy, our co-host, and Mr. Jamie Bennett from Royal Ruckus coming in and hanging out with us tonight. As always, thank you so much to Robert Hicks and Enlightened Audiovisual for keeping us looking hot and sweaty on Tuesday nights. This has been Indie Music Live. I'm JoeJoeKeys with Mr. David, the one nostril fog machine, Werba. We'll catch you next week, Indie Music Live, Tuesday nights, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Peace.